Born in Amsterdam on the 25th of April 1947, Johan Cruyff is the Netherlands' most celebrated footballer and undoubtedly one of the finest attacking players of his generation. He was an artist who treated the pitch as his canvas and the football as his paintbrush, gliding strokes in every area of the field. The great Ajax and Dutch teams of the 1970s, managed by the late Rinus Michels, orchestrated the movement of total football, and Cruyff was their conductor. The 1974 FIFA World Cup finals were dominated by Cruyff. Yet despite leading the Netherlands to the final, he remains one of the greatest players never to win the FIFA World Cup. The Netherlands kicked off the 1974 tournament with a comfortable 2-0 victory against Uruguay. Striker Johnny Rep was the hero, scoring both goals. In their next match, they played out a goalless draw against Sweden in Dortmund. It was here that Cruyff provided us with a truly unforgettable FIFA World Cup moment. Known ever since as the Cruyff turn, it remains a much televised piece of genius and an undying image of the tournament. Thousands have performed it since, but no one can deny that Cruyff introduced the move to the world. Against Bulgaria, the Dutch stepped up a gear, securing an emphatic 4-1 win. Cruyff was the driving force in the Netherlands' effort, winning a penalty after 5 minutes when he was crudely fouled in the area. Theo de Jong completed the scoring with 2 minutes remaining, heading in Cruyff's wonderful cross. The Netherlands finished top of their group ahead of Sweden and progressed to the second round. They had developed the ability to score at will, and this continued against Argentina in the next round. Those in attendance at the Parkstadion in Gelsenkirchen were treated to another man-of-the-match performance from Cruyff. He opened the scoring in the 11th minute with a composed finish after latching onto Johnny Rep's fine pass. In the second half, the heavens opened. With 17 minutes remaining, Cruyff created yet another goal when his cross from the left was headed home by Rep. Cruyff scored his second of the match from a tight angle in the final minute to give the Netherlands a comprehensive 4-0 win. The Dutch only needed to draw in their final Group A match against Brazil to assure a place in the final. Cruyff was the dominant personality in this highly charged encounter, which was certainly no beautiful game. In what turned out to be a very physical match, intimidation from the Brazilian players included attempts to provoke Cruyff. To his credit, he was not fazed and duly provided a perfectly weighted cross for Johan Neeskens to open the score. In the 65th minute, Cruyff volleyed home unchallenged from close range, applying the killer blow in a famous 2-0 win. The Netherlands had won many fans with their free-flowing football and moved comfortably onto the final in Munich. Only the hosts, West Germany, now stood between Cruyff and glory. Like the Dutch, they had some very talented players, including captain Franz Beckenbauer. The question on everyone's lips was, which of these two greats would lead their respective country to glory? Cruyff laid early claim to the prize, following the most amazing start to any FIFA World Cup final. In the first minute, after a mesmerising sequence of passes, he collected the ball in the centre circle and ran at Bertie Vogts, beating him on the left before being brought down in the penalty area by Uli Hoeneß. When Neeskens scored the resultant penalty, it looked like the Netherlands' name was on the cup. However, Paul Breitner equalised, and Gerd Muller broke Dutch hearts minutes before half-time when he turned neatly in the box and applied, as he so often did, a deadly finish. West Germany won 2-1, and Cruyff's dream was over. On the one day the football world wanted to see him blossom, and despite that remarkable start, he simply could not escape votes' attentions. Beckenbauer lifted the trophy for West Germany and later paid tribute to Cruyff, saying, "He was the better player, but I won the World Cup." The 1974 FIFA World Cup final brought a premature end to Cruyff's international career. Following disagreements with the Dutch FA, KNVB, he pulled out of the 1978 finals in Argentina, which the Netherlands yet again lost to the hosts in the final. Johan Cruyff stands alongside the likes of Pelé and Maradona as a true footballing great. Blessed with remarkable ability, he was the linchpin of the Netherlands' masterful 1974 FIFA World Cup team. Cruyff's contribution to the game